GPS fair capped at 2,100, should be no faster. Number 64 Kilo, safe parking.
I would like to taxi back to Skid Row for 64 Kilo.
Number 64 Kilo, left turn on Alpha, hold short, runway 27 left, and remain on this frequency.
Alright, left turn Alpha, and we'll hold short 27 left, 64 Kilo. Tower at 904. Alright, props are full forward, cowl flaps are open, fuel valves open, props full forward. I am not squawking, he is. Takeoff checklist is complete, watch.
Kilo, flight of 2, Gillespie Tower, hold position, landing traffic.
Holding position, 5 inch fuel.
Number 64 Kilo, cross runway 27 left, contact ground.
Alright, cross 27 left, and we'll go to ground, 64 Kilo.
Link 3 Romeo, you're number 1.
132 Romeo.
Cessna 59 Echo, safe parking.
Cessna 59 Echo.
Or 59 Echo, left turn on Alpha, hold short 27 left, remain this frequency.
Alpha, hold short 27 left, 59 Echo. I don't know what oh, that's what she's waiting.
Wind 2707. Cessna 59 Echo, cross runway 27 left, contact ground.
Cross 27 left, contact ground, 59 Echo. Good day. What the fuck are they doing? Oh.
Yak-52 Kilo, flight of 2. So swing on the rolls and right close traffic, right 270 departures approved. Wind 2807, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
5 Kilo, flight of 2, clear for takeoff. We'll keep an eye on that sling. Any altitude restriction going over the top to the south. There goes the tower. That was a question from 5 Kilo. Did you have altitude restriction going over the top?
Yak-52 Kilo, no altitude restriction. I will call you right there now.
Great, thank you very much.
Gillespie Tower, 432 Romeo, we're requesting left close traffic. Is it possible short approach?
Link 3 Romeo, did you want a short approach on the right, or do you want short approaches on the left?
We'd like to join left close traffic and then do a short approach on the left close if possible.
Link 3 Romeo, roger, continue upwind. Actually, turn left crosswind and contact tower 123.8.
Left crosswind, 1238, thank you, this is 432 Romeo.
You should give me the gear up signal here any second now. There it is, gear's coming up. And once the gear is up, I'll just drop into position. Right about there.
Yak-5 Yankee Kilo, your right turn is approved. There's traffic over Fletcher Hills in the south pattern, so pulling at 1,500.
1,500, low point 1.9, 5 Yankee Kilo.
Yak-5 Yankee Kilo, approved as call traffic is beam the tower 1,400 to be no factor.
You can see it's just constant little corrections once you get accustomed to noticing the drift. It's just constant little corrections and managing energy. The trim wheel here on the left? Yeah, that's what I just moved a second ago. Oh yeah, I saw it. You can see we put tape on our airplane, so right at his aileron gap, there's a piece of tape that goes to his canopy bow. I'm lining up those two tapes, and then the back one, it lines up with the leading edge of his horizontal stabilizer. If you line up all three of those,
Kilo at 27 right.
I see that, 45. Okay. Then you're in position. It makes it a little bit easier, particularly.
Number Kilo, Dusty Tower, make a right downwind departure, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff, 12707. Runway 27 right, clear for takeoff, 75734 November Kilo. Yak-5 Yankee Kilo, flight of 2, no traffic up there, 62 changes discretion.
A little bit, 5 Yankee Kilo.
Yep.
Banger 2, all green, 2 hours. And Banger Lead is all green, 2 hours. And you can stay out there if you want to let him fly. Copy. Starting a little descent to 1,500. Copy. When you're ready, you can take the controls. Roger, I have controls. Oh, you got the controls. I got them. Just throttle back just a tad. There you go. 15. Not that much. Probably about 6 or 7 potatoes. Just to maintain position. Roger. About there? Little throttle back. So you're constantly making throttle corrections. Yeah. So you can't just set it and forget it. Little back stick. There you go. So constantly making little throttle corrections. Coming right. Alright, so just lower down a little bit. Yep. Just like that. Hold that. Whenever he turns into you, you gotta power back a bit because you're inside his turn circle. Right. And if he turns away, so a little bit of back stick here, a little bit of right. A little bit right. There you go. Now that he's leveled his wings, we want to level our wings and power up just a little bit to maintain that position. Come right just a little bit. Right stick. Alright, I've got the controls. You got them. Alright, trim's a little bit better now. You've got the controls. I got them. You got them. But it's maintained right about here. Yep. Okay. It'll power up. Good. Yeah, that was a good correction. You saw him getting a little bit bigger, so you had a right angle of bank, put you right into position. It'll power up. Good. You can see the forward tapes are lined up pretty well. We're a little bit far out, but that's what I want for now while you're learning. But you've got a good step down, so we want to split his wing in half. And you're doing that quite well. And you're lining up those forward tape lines, which is really good. Corrections are supposed to be altitude, bearing line, and then closeness. So you would correct any altitude deviations you have, which is what you just did. You kind of lowered down a little bit. And now you're on bearing line, and now you can push in by throttling up just a little bit. So ABC's altitude, bearing line, closure, or closeness.
Yeah, a little hazy, but it looks clear.
I think it'll work. Alright, I've got the controls.
You've got them.
I got them. Two alphas flying.
How many GoPros do you have on this thing? At least two I've seen.
Yeah, but I lost connection to one. I think it might have fallen off.
On the tail?
Yeah, I've never put it on the tail before. This was the first time, and I've lost connection. I'm hoping it's just a Bluetooth thing, but I'm afraid I may have lost the camera.
Oh man, that would suck.
I just bought that mount. It just came in yesterday.
Yeah, those GoPros are not cheap either.
I got these for $100 a piece used.
Oh, that's not bad.
So that's why I'm not too heartbroken over it.
Yeah, it still sucks though. Hopefully it's back there.
Oftentimes I put it on my pitot tube right there on the left wing.
Oh, okay.
When we're in formation, you can't see the other airplane.
One heck of a pitot tube out there.
Yeah. You just gave me the level off signal.
Roger.
We're 3,500 feet. This is generally where we start the aerobatics.
Yeah, it looks like a 172 or whatever that is way up there. Alrighty, we got 3,500 feet. Power is set. It's going to be a gentle right 90 tip in for a vanilla loop to the north.
Was that 172 you're talking about?
It's no factor.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're just locked on in the entire maneuver, huh?
Yeah, trying to be. Easier said than done. And you can see whenever he turns away from me, I'm throttling up pretty significantly. And when he turns into me, I'm throttling back.
That makes sense. Give separation. Got our speed. Pulling, go. You guys are nuts.
One more of those, please. That one wasn't quite smooth as I like, so we're going to do another one.
Away from you.
I roll in a bunch of nose down trim so that I'm only fighting the stick in one direction. It tends to smooth out inputs a little bit. But it tends to wear out your arm a little bit because I got a bunch of forward trim right now.
Okay.
The idea is that when you're tipping in and
Here we go. Tipping in for a vanilla loop to the south.
goes down quite a bit, you don't want to be fighting the aircraft on the way down.
That makes sense. You're nice and fresh when they go for the roll. Got our speed. Pulling, go.
All right, little departure. Let's do one more. I got stepped up on you and then I departed a little bit.
Well, we got some extra weight today, too.
Yeah.
Climbing 180 into you. Power set, leveling at 3,000, tipping in for another vanilla loop to the north. Here we go. Got our speed, pulling, go.
That's how they're supposed to look. A little bit better on that one.
Much better.
Ready for a cortical, over. Amazing how you take a couple of weeks off and you're rusty quickly.
Oh yeah, it doesn't take much. I'm sure, especially with this kind of stuff, this is a whole nother level. Level 180 away from you. Tipping it for a quarter away. Got our speed fully go. Rolling away.
A little bit of roll in it. Makes it a little more exciting. Barrel away.
Barrel away. .270 into you, climbing.
How you feeling?
Good, this is freaking awesome. Yeah, you haven't done any negative G's. I think that's the only thing it'll give me. A lot of negative G's.
Oh, good. My GoPro's still there and it's still recording.
Oh, nice. Good news.
That's good news, yeah. I noticed because my iPad is trying to connect to it, even though my phone wouldn't, so...
Okay. Power set, level 90 into you, set up for a barrel away.
So the barrels are a little bit more dynamic. You got to get that roll going quickly, and you got to get the power in just at the right time, otherwise you kind of get sucked behind them. We'll see how it goes.
Alright, cool. Tipping is the barrel away. Here we go. Got our speed. Fully go. Pulling away.
Alright, ready for a sequence.
Very good.
The problem with the barrels away like we just did is
180 back up to the north, and I gotta climb up here.
once you get to the top there, you tend to eat them up pretty good. You saw me pretty far back on the power.
Yeah.
Just the opposite's true on the barrels in two. Once you get through about half the maneuver, you really got to power up.
Interesting. Guess that makes sense.
The geometry is just different when it's in two in a way. notice that this aircraft rotates opposite, so it actually needs a left rudder for climb.
I think 4,000.
Rather than right rudder, which is what American aircraft require.
Complete off, yeah, exact opposite.
Opposite.
Just like helicopters.
Just like, yep.
Already got 4,000 feet. It's going to be a little bit of a tight 180 into you to set up for the barrel away first part of the sequence. There we go. Coming into you.
The other thing is the lead has to set kind of a lower power setting, which
Tipping in for the barrel away.
gives me more power to work with. If he tries to do this at full power, I won't be able to stay in position at all. So you got to do this at reduced power settings.
Got our speed. Pulling, go. Pulling away.
That one's turned out pretty good.
Yeah, wing over away.
I'll take it.
Look good to me. Pretty impressive.
Again, this away work is a lot easier than the in-2 work.
Setting up for the first quarter. 3.5. A little scary with them coming towards us too. Rolling wings level.
Yeah, for sure.
Got our speed. Pulling, go. Rolling away. How's it gonna roll? Half loop. Rolling away. Wing over away. Looking good. Final loop to the south. 2.5. Rolling wings level. Got our speed. Pulling, go. So crazy. What's your pleasure?
I can take the lead if you're ready.
Alrighty, let me, oh, we got plenty of room. Go ahead. I'll go level and you can have the lead.
Copy, lead right.
Did you say harder to lead or harder to follow on this?
It's much harder to follow.
Take a 2. Yeah.
Copy. And I got hour 25 all green. Hour 25 all green.
Hour 30 all green.
Climbing up to 3.5. He makes it look easy because he's so good, but it's a lot harder than he makes it look.
I bet. Both of you guys make it look easy.
You're squawking, so I'll get nice and close to the border.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Coming right. all paranoid about getting busted by the FAA, so I like to fly really close to the border when I'm leading, because he's got the squawk right now. He hates that.
I'll be on him.
Yep.
That'd be funny to land and get inspected by AMO, huh?
Yeah.
I guess it would be more than likely CBP, but you never know. John Morrison might show up.
Yeah, you never know. Alright, we're on the route to the north. Dipping in. Got our speed, pulling, go. Alright, he's going to do a line abreast loop, which I did not do. Normally he likes them. I don't particularly like them, but we're going to do it anyway. Alright, flip it in.
It feels a lot smoother when you lead it.
Yeah, there's a lot less control surface input.
Yeah, most corrections going on.
Got our speed, pulling, go. Coming right.
Try a barrel.
I don't like the haze. You can't see the horizon as easily as normal.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
This will be a barrel away. Again, left barrel away. Got our speed, pulling, go. And rolling. Increasing roll rate. Too nose low on that, sorry about that.
That felt good to me.
Alright, climbing up for the sequence. Alright, then we'll set up for a sequence for him. He likes to do them into and away for practice. First one we'll do away, so I'll turn away from him.
Okay.
Second one I'll do into.
Makes sense.
Just need to climb up. Coming right. He's got a Scimitar prop on his, which is a newer, nicer design.
A little faster?
With the same speed, I think, he can just climb a little bit better.
Okay.
So when, I mean, he's just better all around, but I think the prop in climbs is a little bit of an advantage. So I tend to try to power up in climbs like this. But normally I would set about 6 potatoes. It's millimeters per centimeter squared to the bottom. You don't have that gauge, never mind. I normally set 6. I've got 6.8 right now while we're climbing, just because I know he can handle it.
Your attitude indicator back here is kind of all over the place.
Did you try caging it?
I guess we can't. I'm sure
It's a piece of junk. I'm going to replace it at some point. I've got a AV30 digital one up at the front. I'd like to put one of these back there.
Yeah, it is angle on a cage.
Power set, tipping in, barrel away. Got our speed, pulling, go. And rolling. Wing over away. This will be a double quarter away. Got our speed, pulling, go. Rolling out. Stopping the roll. Half loop, pulling. Rolling away.
Gosh darn, that's crazy.
Wing over away. .6 at the top. Got our speed, pulling, go.
Very nice.
Want one of those